All right. I hope everybody's doing fine. I'm here at the studio because I picked up a new student, and I wanted to share with. And this is a African student from Nigeria. And usually when I get a email or text message on Facebook when it's an African student or something like that that's interested in playing jazz guitar or guitar period, I always feel not obligated, but a blessing to be able to share with them what I know. All right. Okay, so I wanted to go over three shapes today: a minor, a major nine shape, a dominant shape, and a minor nine shape. Now, when I use the word shape, what I'm talking about is how our fingers are shaped when we make the chord. Piano players usually. Oh, I wanted to say hello to everybody first. I'm sorry. Hello, everybody out there. Yeah, my name is John Smith. Oh, that does look nice. That does look nice. All right. So my name is John Smith. As you know, you probably can see it in the heading. I started an online jazz guitar, whatever. All right. So anyway, so the student hit me up on Facebook, and he was interested in learning, jazz guitar. I'll probably have to add his name in the link below or whatever to make sure that he's watching this video. All right, but I did. I think a lot of learning the guitar is outside of actually playing the guitar. Sometimes it's a lot of times it's mental. Like can you like visualize the chords without being on your instrument? And that's one thing that I believe strongly in visualizing the chords outside of your instrument, meaning that you should be able to like see in your head a major nine chord or see in your head a minor nine chord and actually relate that to sound because each chord has its own sound, each shape. Or we could say chords. I'm going to use the word shape instead of chord today because the shapes are important. All right, so I said we're going to use a major. I want to write this stuff down so I don't keep myself on some of this. All right, so we have a major nine shape, a minor nine shape, and a dominant nine shape. Okay, major nine shape, minor nine shape, and a dominant nine shape. Okay, so the first shape we're going to learn is the major nine shape. Okay, that's using your second finger, and all this would be C major. All right, and then we're going to talk about the notes on the A and the on the A string because we're using what we call the root note or the name of the chord. That's the root. Is going to be based on your A string. So if you don't know your A string or your notes on your A string, we'll go over that too real briefly. Where you have an open A string, A sharp, B. Notice that A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, fifth fret, right? D sharp, E. Notice there's no E sharp, but there's F. F sharp, G, G sharp, and A. And all the chords that we'll be using, the second finger will be audio seems a little low. Okay, let me work on that right quick. All right, thank you. All right, Jeff, I'm going to turn the guitar up a little bit. Is that a little better with the audio? Let me create. All right, how was that? Thank you, Jeff. All right, the guitar. Tell me yes or no if it's loud enough. Vocally, I'm seeing the levels on my unit being okay, but I did increase it a little bit. So let's repeat. We're going to be working with shapes: a major nine shape, a minor nine shape. Okay, thank you, Jeff. a major 9 shape, a minor 9 shape, and a dominant 9 shape. All right. Now, when I use the word shape, I'm going to use the word shape instead of the word chord. All right, because each one of these shapes that I give you is a chord. All right, so I don't want to confuse you. All right, so and then also said that the 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 shape, the second finger would be the root note. Okay, all right, and you should know or try to know your A strings. This particular student does know all the notes on his A string. I actually gave him a little quiz and asked him to write down the notes that are on the A string. So if you don't know, just open A. Just open A string, right? You have your open A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then it repeats itself. How many notes would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 notes, okay? 12 notes. All right, so I'll do that again. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and A. It repeats itself. Okay. Now I talked about visualizing where things are on your guitar without being at your guitar. So I should know the 5th fret is a D. Boom. Right. 12th fret is a A. Okay. I love you too, guys, sister. All right. So I know that the 8th fret is a F. 1st fret is A sharp. 2nd fret is B. I know that the let me see, the 11th fret, G sharp. What is this? The 9th fret, F sharp. So I know all that stuff. Okay, so knowing that, I could visualize my guitar without being when I'm driving. If I'm at a stoplight or whatever, I know I see shapes. I see the chords. I learn while I'm away from my instrument. That's very important because you should be using not only your mind, you should use your touch, of course. You should use your ear. You should use your sight, of course. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of like formulate or get things done. All right, so let's deal with the first shape. The first shape is a major 9 shape. And I'm only using the 4 inward strings, the A string, the D string, the G string, and the B string. That's all I'm using. And in those with those 4 strings, I'm gonna make these 4 shapes, 3 shapes. All right, so the first shape is a C major 9, which is, remember, C is the 3rd fret. I said the second finger will be where your root is. Yeah, all right, so thank you, Fred. That's true. Visualizing. All right, so I have my second finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. You see that? That finger right there, and I'm playing that note. The next finger in that shape is your first finger on the D string, 2nd fret. You see, you starting to hear how it's formulating a chord. Then I'll add my 4th finger on the 4th fret of the G string. And of course, look how my 3rd finger is just waiting there to land on the 3rd fret of the B string, and that's my full chord, or my full shape, which is. And what's cool about it, look at these 2 fingers. It's got the same distance. Like you just got 2 of the same thing. You see that? Now, how do I practice these shapes? Now, I take pride in getting a nice tone out of all my chords, right? One thing you notice, I have my fingers closer to the frets, not in the middle, not in the back, but as close to the fret as I possibly can, because that alleviates applying a lot of pressure. Okay? When you start applying too much of pressure on your guitar, your body start getting tense. So I try to go right up to the fret as close as I possibly can and get a very nice sound or tone, okay? So then I'll go here and notice that it's close to the fret, and make a conscious effort of doing that. Like, and that's the major 9 shape. Now, how do I practice this? My ring finger is playing, oh, that's the 3rd finger? Yes, it's playing the 9th. So you have the root, the 3rd, the major 7th, and the 9th. That's the sound. Now, how do I practice this? What I'll do, I'll strum the chord. First of all, I don't strum the chord. I make the shape and not play it at all. Because trying to get a tone out of it while you're trying to learn it adds frustration. So I'll try to just work on the shape. It's not important that I'm getting the sound out of it. I'll look at the shape. I'll put my hand on my lap and come back to the shape. Just like that. Now notice I'm going to the low note first. Don't get in the habit of building your chords from the high note to the low note like that. Because remember, you're strumming down this way. So you want to make sure the lowest notes get fingered first. All right. So put my hand on my lap and I'll do this maybe 10 times, going right back to that shape. Not playing it because it's not important that we're getting a tone at this particular time. All right. So put my hand on my lap. I go back, boom, 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 right to that shape. Put my hand on my lap. Do it with me. Just formulate that shape, that major 9 shape. You have your root, your 3rd, your major 7th, and your 9 right there. All right, put your hand back on your lap. Come back to the shape. We're not trying to get a sound at this time. We're just trying to formulate that shape. That's very important. Don't add frustration or aggravation. Oh man, no sound is coming out. That's not important. Okay, I go back. How many times is that? Maybe 4 or 5 times. I'll do this like 10 times. Just like that. And I'll take my time. Go to the 1st finger, 2nd finger. There you go. All right, that's maybe 8 times. By this time, you should have a very nice. Now, also notice where my thumb is. If you can see that, you can see my thumb is pretty much. Sometimes I'll put my thumb behind where that root note is. Sometimes you could like just there. Another thing to notice about making chords is notice that always, and this is what I do too sometimes, which is really cool. I'll ball up a piece of paper like this, and I will sit it in my hand like that because I'm trying to create a cup in my hand when I make these chords. That cup right there, where you see that, where it's not pressed up against the thing or anything like that, but it's like a cup where you could put a piece of paper right in between there. Take that paper out, and you'll see that you have a nice formed grip on the strings. Your hands should be relaxed because let me tell you another thing. Besides the finger being on the fret, whatever, besides this being on the fret, by creating this cup, it's also allowing gravity to push down on your hand, and it's giving the chord more pressure and less pressure that you have to add. All right, so that cup is very important. It's almost like a claw. You know what I'm saying? Like a claw. So I'm going right to the now. The reason why I'm able to formulate this shape so fast, I've been playing it for years. But this is what I did. I don't know if you remember, like, well, they probably still have. If you go to your local music store, you could go get a music book of your favorite songs, and they always have those little diagrams at the top of the page. That's actually how I learned how to play chords, is looking at those little diagrams. All right, so there you go. You have the major 7. Now, how would I practice this? Now that I already got my shape, now let's see if we get in a sound. Very nice sound. Very nice. And I'll go up in a half step. Now, what I'm trying to discover as I'm going up in half step, which one of these chords is my finger most relaxed at? All right? Oh, right there. Like, this feels like the most comfortable. So you're coming up and you're trying to find the most comfortable place. So you could go back now. You go to that comfortable place and play that chord 10 times. That's a major 9 chord. And every time you play it, say major 9. Major 9. Right? Major 9. Right there. Major 9. And you're going to do it again. Major 9. Always putting your hand on your lap, right? So when you come up to the chord, it's almost like the Transformers. Like my hands are going, brrr. You see that? As they go up to the chord, it's like, whoa. Like that. And that's what you want to do, because you almost like want to formulate the chord as it's going up. Like that. Okay? So if E is your most comfortable position, keep practicing it in there, okay? That's my most comfortable position, that E major 9. Remember A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. E major 9 is my most comfortable position. All right. So that's how I would do the first chord. That's the first shape. Now major 9. Now what I would do next is play this shape in what we call the cycle of fourths. All right. I'm just going to call out the notes and go in the cycle, and then you can rewind the tape and actually learn what the cycle is. I like going major C major 7, F major 7, B flat major 7, E flat major 7, A flat major 7, D flat major 7, G flat, B, E my favorite position, A, D major 7, G major 7, and back to the C major 7. And then sometimes I'll try to have fun with it by then I'll like really have, you notice that I went, so this time I'm going to go. Back to the C. So C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and I'm calling out the chords G flat, B, E, F. And listen to me very carefully. I'm not coming out of the shape. You see that? I'm staying inside the shape. And I'm just gliding my hands to each position. So we got F, C, F major. You should be doing this with me. A flat, B flat, right? E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E. I'm staying on the strings. I'm not changing that. Okay? Now, back to C major. Now this time, I will go off the guitar and come back to the shape. So I'll go off C major 7, off F major 7. I'm saying major 7. Somebody should have corrected me. It's major 9. So C major 9, F major 9, B flat major 9, off the E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, and back to that. You could do a blues on this too, like back to the top. back to C major 9. Now there's something that's really slick about this particular shape, right? When we were talking about we're going to use the word shape instead of chord, is that this finger can be lifted and you're still in the same major family, but now you have the root, third, the 13 or the 6, and the 9. So you got see that? Just by lifting the pinky. A flat, right? To the 13. Right? You see that? B major 9. E major 9. But going to the 6 9. It's beautiful sound, right? And back to the C major 9 to the 13. So you got. Going in the cycle, but I'm using. See how I'm getting some mileage? To E major 9. A major 9. D major 9. G major 9. C major 9. Now, you notice that I'm calling out the chords before I get to them, because now I'm using my mind. Like if I'm on C major 9 and I'm not going to F major 9, I'm already thinking about the F major 9, because what sense does it make to think about that chord and not the chord that you're going to? So when we're on the C major 9, F major 9 is next, B flat major 9 is next, E flat major 9 is after that, A flat is after that. See how my mind is working? D flat is after that. G flat is after that. B is after. E is coming. And A is coming. So you got going to the 4 chord. Back to the right. Going to the G major 9. Just using the pinky, right? Keeping the same shape, but I'm using that pinky to get that from the 13 to the major 7, to the 6 to the major 7. So you got. Now this also helps when we're soloing or somebody asks us to ad lib or something like that. So instead of playing the C major 9 like this, you know, you got rhythm going. But suppose you could add. Now, this little chunking thing, I'm lifting my fingers off the chord so you can get like a muted kind of sound. I don't know how it sounds over the speakers. That was nice. You heard that? Like that. So I mean, so you creatively try to come up with different ideas where you could include those songs or those shapes in something that you creatively do. I love going flat 3, flat, what is that? Flat 3, flat 6, flat 2, and a turnaround, which is, oh, excuse me. So you got C major, what was that? Excuse me. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. That's a nice turnaround. So if you're playing, is there a song that just got the, let me see. I keep going. And turn around. Oh man, you know that's a nice. So what? That's nice. Now what am I doing? What am I doing now? So this time I decided to go root, majors, 9. So I'm just like changing my picking technique. So many different ideas. See that? All right. That's the first shape. What is the name of the first shape? The first shape we learned today is the major 9 shape. You got it? Major 9 shape. Play E flat major 9. Ooh. A flat major 9. B major 9. E major 9. You try it. I'm listening. All right. So you got your major 9 shape. Now let's add another shape. This is called the minor 9 shape. And I'm always going to use, now there's different ways that you could do, but I'm just using these shapes because I'm using the 4 center strings, okay? The A string, the D string, the G string, and the B. All right, let's get our minor 9 shape. The minor 9, second finger again, is going to be on the root, right? This time, instead of the major third, this sound, we're going to add a minor third, which is this sound. Hear that? Happy, sad. Happy, that's major, sad. That sound, okay? So we got our our second finger, third fret, A string, first finger, first fret, D string. What is this? This is the third finger, third fret, G string, and the pinky is going to go right underneath that. So this is your sound. Now I'm not right up on the fret because the fingers are stacked. All right, so that's that shape. Third finger, third fret, first finger, first fret, D string, third finger, third fret, G string, fourth finger, pinky, the third fret, B string. I told you. All right, so now how do we do this? We're going to do the same process. All right, the major 9, we did it by just fingering it and not trying to get a sound out of it. Finger it, no sound. So we go like this. Just like that. See how it looks? Right there. No sound, right? Very important. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool idea. I never discovered that. Maybe if we bang down on that, bang down on that, bang down on that. If you could get a sound like that, you should be able to get this. So let's do that again. Maybe all of us not able to do that, but maybe it's something I just discovered that you press down, get a sound. Anybody should be able to do that. All right, so this is without sound. So we do that 10 times. Once, twice. Are you with me? 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I'm just getting the shape. I'm not worried about a sound because that adds frustration. I don't want a sound today. All right. So we got that. That's maybe 7 times. hand on lap. 8, 9, and this is the 10th time. Okay? My son is here. What's up, buddy? I'm live. Hey, get that guitar right there and see if you could do what I just asked you. This one right here. Grab that guitar and see if this will help. Go sit over there. All right, you're going to be kind of like my student. Take your first finger, put it on the 3rd fret on the A string. Second finger, sorry. Second finger, yeah. Take your first finger, put it on the 1st fret of the D string. Yeah, that's the 4th string. Yeah, very nice. Take your 3rd finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the G string. And then take your pinky, put it right underneath that. Play that chord. Nice. Just like he did it. All right, perfect. Now put your hand on your lap. Go back to that shape. Let me hear it. Hand on your lap. Back to that shape.
So, Dad, what's the name of this chord that we're playing right here?
That's a minor 9 chord. All right, so we did the major 9 chord. Now this is the minor 9 chord. Now that second, hey, don't show off. Go back. All right, so you have your root, which is your second finger. You have your minor, you have your flat 7, and you have your 9. So you have that sound just like that. You see that? All right, very cool. Now that we're getting a sound out of that, we're going to put our hand on our lap, and we're going to go back and strum that chord. Do that 5 times for me. Very nice. 4 more times. 2 more. 3 more. Go ahead. Very nice. What's the name of the chord? And your root of the chord is your second finger. So do you know what that 3rd note is? That 3rd note on the A string? That's a C. Very good. Thanks a lot. All right, so that's how I hope that you're doing it. Just like I was showing my son just now, and he picked it up. That's your C. Remember, I'm going to go over this one more time. Your A string, A sharp, B, C, because this is where the root of the chord is. C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. I'm going to have to kind of like go in a second. F sharp, G, G sharp, and A. So I got C minor 9, C sharp minor 9, D minor 9. You see that? What is that? D sharp minor 9, E minor 9, F minor 9, F sharp minor 9, G minor 9, G sharp minor 9, and of course, A minor 9. All right, so what do we have? 2 chords so far. I don't know. Oh, there's a song that we could do. It's called, let's see. That's called So What. Go up a half step to E flat, D sharp minor 9. That's the minor 9. Then it goes back. Just like that. All right, so that's that. We got our major 9, minor 9. Now let's add our dominant 9. And if you go back to that first shape, or the shape that we just did, the minor 9, it's the same shape, except for this time you're going to put your first finger on the 2nd fret, which will make it a major. And that's your dominant 9 chord, or C9. You have root, 3rd, flat 7, and 9. Before, you had on the minor 9, you have root, flat 3rd, flat 7, and 9. So we have 3 shapes. And I said with the 3 shapes, we should be able to play some standards with using those 3 shapes. All right, so we have major 9, minor 9, dominant 9. All right, let's see. What did I put up there? I said we could play the Satin Doll. Satin Doll goes, this is the melody. Sorry. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the song. I'm going to add the chords. Here we go. All right, so the first chord is a D minor 9 going to a G9. All right, E minor 9 to A9. Then A minor 9, D9, A flat minor 9, D flat 9 to a C major 9. Woo! My brain just fried. so what did I say? You have D minor 9 going to a G9, E minor 9, A9. Then A minor 9, D9, A flat minor 9, D flat 9 to a C major 9. Woo! Melody is this. Then so let me do it in tempo. So 1, 2, 1, 2. What did I say? D minor 9. What is it? Yeah. Here we go. Turn around. No, that ain't a good turnaround. It'll be this. All dominant chords. You see that? All dominant 9s. C, B, B flat, A from the beginning. Here we go. Starting over again. Minor 9. See that? Woo! So what do we say? D minor 9, G9, E minor 9, A9, A minor 9, D9, A flat minor 9, D flat 9. And I know, so this is D to a G, right? E to a to a D, A flat to a D flat to a C. Going down in half steps. D, G, D, G, E, A, E, E, A. Now A, D. There's a lot of jumping around, but I just want you to get those sounds. Again, and I'm just playing the root. And notice I'm doing this with my second finger because that's where the root of the chord is going to be, right? That's what I'm doing. Getting familiar with the notes. I like this better. So Sorry. Here we go. Those. What did I do then? I'm playing them backwards intentionally. Right? What is that? D. Now, what other song can we play? What else I had on that list? Girl from Ipanema. So we're gonna do F major 9, G 9, G minor 9, G flat 9, F major 9. What did I say? F major 9, G 9, G minor 9, G flat 9, F major 9, and back to the G flat. So that's the Girl from Ipanema. Melody goes like this. What is it? That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I'm gonna do it again. What's that? Major 9, right? F major 9. Then I said G9. Boom. That's that shape. Lower this finger. Lower these fingers. And back to the F major 9. And look how I'm just flipping these two fingers, right? You see how I'm flipping those two fingers? Going to the major 9, dominant 9. What do we say about the major 9 we could do? Right? We could go here. That's slick. And we could use our turnaround. Oh, I can't add that string, right? No, I'm not going to add that string. So we're going to F major 9. Dominant 9. I'm going to have to end it. Just like that. So what were we able to do? Learn 3 shapes and learn 2 tunes. Just like that. All right, so what I want you to do is, my student, of course, is to play these 2 tunes and just send it to me, in my Facebook page or whatever. Just play and use the same shapes that I'm giving you, because we're going to build off these shapes. You're going to be able to do out of that shape a sharp 9, flat 9, major 9, sharp 11 chord. You see that? Sharp 9, flat 9. So this shape kind of like get us moving towards some better and greater things. Okay. So thank you again. I was on here for like 45 minutes, a little longer than what I anticipated, but I know that this is helpful. So I think that if you use this approach that I give you, you'll be moving into quite a few jazz standards, and even some hipper tunes or whatever, like that major, see the major 7 chord right there? All right, major 9 chord. Somebody help me stop calling that major 9 chord a major 7 chord. It's a major 9 because you have the root, the 3rd, major 7. And you got the 9 there. Now this is a major 7 chord. Diminish. Minor 9. Diminish. Minor 7. Major 7. So many beautiful progressions and things that you could use. Okay, if it was helpful, make a statement or something like that. But anyway, I was on my Facebook page, on YouTube, and I was on my fan page. So I hope this was helpful, and God bless you, and thank you for tuning in. Peace out. Love you guys and gals, or girls or women.